The initial part of practice is about setting a foundation. A good foundation for your practice consists of being able to either sit or lie still, someplace where you're going to be comfortable. Trying to avoid the fidgets and the movement of the body gives you the opportunity to still the mind. The mind is a busy place, and so we use a lot of tactics to kind of bring it in line. One of those is first taking a nice, steady posture, whichever one you chose, whether that's seated or lying down. That's letting our hands rest somewhere comfortably so they're not really moving and they can relax and be still. It's the ability to take in a good breath. So maybe check your breathing patterns and make sure you can breathe well. And then if you feel safe and comfortable, the invitation is to close the eyes. That kind of sends the attention inwards and allows you to focus on the body and what's the state of the mind and how you're showing up for practice today. Tonight's practice will have us focusing on the quiet between the noise, is what I kind of frame this as. And this is the idea that we can be very contemplative at times. We can focus our attention on various phrases or thoughts in our practice and notice how our body and how our mind responds to those. And so we'll be finding opportunities in practice today to drop in phrases and questions and then to see if we can genuinely hear a response in the state of a pattern of thinking or just in the way the body feels. And so that's kind of the general idea, is that we're going to be good listeners today. And you can immediately start that right now by paying attention to what you brought into practice with you. So take a moment and listen to how your body feels. What is the quality or the state of your mind in this moment? This isn't one of the things where we're necessarily searching for an answer. It is what feels most natural when you inquire. It's what you just simply notice. Today, we're willing to listen, taking an opportunity to sense now if there's any place in the body that feels steady and grounded to you right now, that maybe has a sense of neutrality or okayness to it. You might feel it in your hands, maybe in your feet, the breath of your moving in through the belly or the chest, the support of the surface beneath you. Let your ability to feel that be a guide back to you being anchored and grounded in this moment, held and supported right where you are. In this way, you can feel gravity, the weight of gravity, kind of grounding you here in this moment. Taking this time to do a light body scan to check in and notice the various parts of the body, sensing the jaw, the throat, the shoulders, noticing movement in the chest, the belly, the connection of the pelvis, the legs, the feet. If you happen to sense or feel any tension that's present, no need to fix or change it. Simply pay attention to it, noticing its movement and the way it changes, its size and scope. You can almost feel the aliveness of the body, the way it pulses and moves. Sensing and feeling the breath moving within the space of the body, contrasting that grounded feeling of being supported and held by the surface beneath you with the rhythm of your breath, allowing yourself the opportunity to pay careful attention to where you feel the breath the easiest, maybe at the nostrils, in the chest, or in the belly. If the mind is a little busy, or you're drifting away to a thought, or you're lost in a sensation, that's okay. If the mind feels a bit dull or a bit flat, that's okay too. Come back to the fact that you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Begin to let your attention move towards the center of your chest, towards the space of your heart. As you begin to let your attention rest here in the space of the heart, you can allow your breath to follow, to almost move in and out of the heart with each in and out breath as you pay attention gently to what resides there. As you feel, listen, and notice the space of your heart. Quietly asking yourself, what matters most right now? Listening for the natural response. Maybe a word appears for you. Compassion, kindness, clarity, courage, or maybe no word appears and it's simply something you feel when you inquire into what matters most right now. Maybe you feel warmth or tenderness, numbness, or nothing at all. Allowing yourself the space to feel the groundedness that we connected with at the beginning of practice, that anchor we discussed, to kind of always give us a space to return to. The nice thing is, as we move through practice, we can always come back to the simplest parts. Feel your breath, feel yourself grounded in the moment. Remain in the spaces that are true to you and move through the practice as you need to. Letting our attention soften from the contemplation of that question to simply paying attention to the quality and the movement of your mind. There's an energy associated with the thoughts coming and going, a pace, even, if you will. In noticing what's here and how your mind is behaving, it can come in the form of remembering, planning, judging, comparing, worrying, or simply just trying to solve problems. And yet there's no need to fight or fix any of it. Simply label it as it comes and let it go and label the next thing that appears. Simply noting it. Feel your breath or your body or the warmth of your heart space. Or any other sensations that are arising in the body in this moment right now. Attempting to identify the relationship between the thoughts that appear and the way they feel in your body somatically. Allowing the attention to soften from its focus on the mind. See if you can just drop back a bit. Notice the whole moment play out. That's the thought coming in. That's the sensation of the body. That's the breath moving. There's no particular correct order, but just the way that those elements interact within you. sensing and feeling the space of the moment. Like there's room for all of those things to coexist and to happen. And there's room for steadiness to be true. There's room for you to feel grounded in the midst of these elements of change. From this space of open awareness, consider this final inquiry. What is life asking of me right now? What is life requiring of me right now? Feel it, see it, breathe with it. Questions are just one form of inquiry we can use in practice. Allow yourself a few minutes here to simply listen to anything that the body or the mind wants to share with you, to allow the space for that to naturally occur. Allowing the questions to fade into the background, to let your awareness of everything simply be the body breathing, the sensations moving, your thoughts coming and going. Feeling and connecting to the steadiness, the groundedness, the unchanging nature of the moment. You can feel that in your body, and you can sense that in the mind that there's been a consistent ground that has followed you. While everything else changed, a part of you stayed steady throughout the entire experience. As we begin to close out practice, allow yourself a bit of gratitude for the willingness to slow down and to be still and rest in the moment with yourself. To acknowledge that it can be challenging and beautiful all at the same time. To pay attention to what's going on within us. Slowly begin to move the hands, blink the eyes. Allow yourself to incorporate your full visual field back. Take a minute, because this was an inquiry practice, to see if there's anything that needs to follow you outside of practice that you need to kind of hold on or you want to keep in your heart or in your mind for further inquiry or consideration.